I mean, go ahead and just hit the thing. I already hit the thing. Oh, I'm live? Yeah, man, you're live. You gonna do the intro music? Yep, I got it. Don't get sidetracked. You don't want to get sidetracked. Nobody wants to get sidetracked. Because I'm gonna do an interview. What do you mean you're doing an interview? Who do you have to interview? I'm gonna interview The Rock. You're interviewing The Rock. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. You're not. What? Why are you staring me down like that's? Okay, I got. Yeah. I have done this before. Yeah, but it wasn't The Rock then. Yeah, well, it's The Rock now. Really? We're doing. Yeah. So Dwayne, I hear WWE's moving forward for plans for WrestleMania without you. Moana 3. I don't think that's in theaters yet. I think we're just doing Moana 2. Joe, get in here. I think Joe's ready. I do agree. Panther says you have the aura where you could get an interview with The Rock. I think it would probably be you. Well, I mean, clearly I'm the journalist of the group. You're just here for comic relief. Joe is here because he's really, really tall.
Okay, I'll go with that.
I mean, he's also very knowledgeable on professional wrestling. Yeah, but he's also 11 feet tall.
Okay.
That's true. Okay. Here's the question I have, Joe.
Go ahead.
If you're 11 feet tall, why is your sister, the big guy's wife, why is she my height? Okay, dude, she's taller than you, and she's not much taller than me.
Look. This is how it is. There's sometimes some people jeans, they can be tall, some can just be really short. That's all I'm saying.
Just so you know, she's across the hall here in the studio, and she just said, "Hey," but it sounded more like "Hey," like that.
Hey, it's a nice. Take it as a compliment. Her jeans just ain't strong enough to be tall.
Oh shit, Mindy! He said your jeans ain't strong enough to be tall.
Hey.
Hey, you said her jeans ain't strong enough to be tall, and she said her boots were made for kicking you in the head.
If I last time I seen her, and every time I see her, she always just look at me like Andre the Giant, like, wow, you're tall. You're really tall. Like,
She said because you're like 3 feet taller than she is. That's valid. Joe's a tall guy.
Okay. I'll go 3 feet then. Okay, I ain't gonna argue with 3 feet.
I mean, yeah, probably about 3 feet. We're brought to you today by Original Gunplug Garage. I don't know if you guys seen the announcement, but 2025 building bots and body slams. It's gonna be a new show we're gonna be doing. Big guy's gonna build Gunplug and gonna watch wrestling. Like classic matches, WCW, ECW. Who knows what he's gonna watch? I have no idea what I'm gonna watch, but I'm gonna be building some Gundams. Been painting some stuff.
I've been just doing my masterpiece over here too.
Joe.
Yeah.
You know he's gonna vent today, right?
It's all good.
Why? What? I mean, Eric Bischoff's been making the rounds, talking. So I'm sure you're mad. I'm not mad. Like, that's important for me to put out there. I'm not mad. I'm not bitter. I'm not, mostly because I'm not Eric Bischoff.
No, we're not.
No. Yeah, send it to us. Joe,
Yeah.
I will ask you.
Go ahead.
Because everyone kind of knows what I'm going to say about Bischoff, right? I mean, it's kind of a given. I can't tell you the number of times I've designed shirts that are very anti-Eric Bischoff. Just haven't put them out there yet.
I can only imagine.
Do you believe that Eric Bischoff is bitter?
No, I don't think he's bitter. I just
don't think he. Okay, go ahead. I won't interrupt.
Eric Bischoff is just like everybody else in this world. He has an opinion, and this is the opinion what he thinks is going on, and therefore you might not agree with what he says. In his mind, it's the truth. He sees it. That's like if I said I walk out the door and bam, $1 million was right there laying, and it's free for me. You know what I'm saying? Like $1 million right there. I would truly believe that, but then you all would think I'm a nutcase thinking that there's no way $1 million is at your front door, Joe. So
if there was a duffel bag full of money in front of your house,
in my house,
you would take that money?
I would look on the ring, and I would just look see if anybody dropped it off, and grace of God, it just fell right there. I mean, I would pray to God and look up at the sky and say, "Thank you, Jesus." I will go to church every Sunday, and I would not be a bad person. I will gladly donate to every shelter in this world. I'll make sure this money not go to waste. But as of right now, yes.
I'm absolutely not taking that money. That can't be true. I'm taking the money, Joe. Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm not touching the money. Duffel bag full of cash, I ain't touching it. You know why? It ain't mine.
Okay.
And that's bad karma.
It could be bad karma, but then again, it can be a blessing in disguise.
Man, there ain't no way. The universe doesn't work like that. It would 100% be bad karma. Yeah. There you go. Panther said it live on Instagram. It's a setup. It's always if it's not a setup, someone's setting you up, the universe is setting you up. And you're going to end up, like, if you find $1 million in a duffel bag, you can go ahead, you can take that money. But that's going to be like the bad karma thing that gives you, like, it gives you colon cancer or some shit.
But
and I do get it. Yeah, it's not how yeah, it is how you not. No, some bad shit will happen. You end up losing a leg. I mean, losing a leg and having $1 million probably ain't that bad.
I will say this,
dude. I don't think I could manage life if I lost a pinky. I don't know how people lose a leg and just keep pushing through.
Man, I've done it, but hey, it was worse.
Well, listen, 6 months. If I find $1 million, Joe, well, you're not gonna see me again. I'm taking off with the money. I'm leaving this big-headed fool behind. I'm gonna go get a yacht.
But the thing about it, if I did,
that's messed up.
But the thing about it, if I did find the duffel bag full of $1 million, I would still live my ordinary life and make sure that nobody knows anything going on. I would just live my normal everyday life. I would just
lying.
Now I don't want nobody to know. If I move, everybody know I got money. But if I stay right here and just like say I fix this house up, if everybody see me fix the house up slowly, they know I ain't got money. But if I did it fast, they'll know I have money. So if I do one section at a time, plan it out perfectly, everybody will still think nothing. But then they see me with a brand new car, I'll say, ooh, it was a great deal going on, and it was tax season time, and I just got a new car. Booyah.
What would you buy?
I would buy a CRV, like an SUV. An SUV.
Hey, let's say, man, yeah, I wouldn't stay here.
I would just stay here just for time being, but I still keep my job, and I just say, I'm just waiting for a couple of years.
But $1 million isn't really a lot of money. That's a big thing for me. $1 million is not a lot of money. And nobody's going to believe that he bought a high-value car. Panther says he would lay low.
I'm laying low. I'm buying, and I still have a car payment. I wouldn't pay it off.
If I came into $1 million, I'd probably just invest $1 million. because that's not like a lot of money. But if you invest $1 million appropriately into a good like IRA, you could easily live off the money you make. Your money makes you.
Oh yeah, and then 6 months,
especially with the turn the economy is going to make in 2025.
Yes, that too.
But I don't know. I mean, like Powerball money. Like, let's say, what was the last big Powerball? Like $480-something million. Let's say you hit the Powerball and you're the only one to hit the Powerball. You win $400 million. What are you doing?
Okay, I will have to. Okay, after they took out after they took out all the taxes and whatnot.
How much pizza that would be? I like pizza.
I would say this. I would move to a nice neighborhood that looks decent. Would I move out of state? If I thought about moving out of state, I would have to. Well, I can't move out of state till someone turns 18 because I don't want to do no legal stuff. So I would stay here.
Same problem with this guy.
Yeah. So I would wait like another 12 years, then I'd be free to go out to another state with no free of charge. But I would move to maybe like, I don't know, a nice decent area, nice house. Boom. That's what I do. And then my folks, they thinking about coming back here from Florida.
They're thinking about moving back to Ohio from Florida?
Cost of living went up and, they're taking up all retirement funds. So, yeah.
Cleveland is actually on one of the top places to retire somehow now because our cost of living is so low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I find ridiculous. Who would want to spend their last years in Cleveland?
It's Cleveland and North Carolina are the top two places people want to retire to live.
I feel like North Carolina makes a lot more sense. However, it gets colder there than I ever thought. Me and your sister were going to go to North Carolina over Thanksgiving Day weekend, and it was cold. I'm like, I'm not driving 7 hours to be cold. You really cry about being cold a lot.
Hey, but look at it like this way.
I don't got as much hair as you do, man.
Look at it this way. It could be cold in North Carolina, but it's not snow. They barely get snow.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It was colder than I wanted it to be whenever we looked at the weather. And I'm like, I'm not going to bother doing that. Panther makes a good point. $1 million after taxes is like $500,000. That's not going to be a lot of money. It's nothing to sneeze at. I wouldn't, but you give me Powerball money, it'd be $400 million.
Take away taxes. You're looking at about a good amount.
Yeah, still good. Good money. I'm taking the lump sum. I want all
Take the lump sum.
at once. All at once, pay taxes, get a good tax attorney, figure out what I can get away with not paying taxes on. And then it's important for you to know, Joe.
I need an accountant.
Me and your sister are disappearing. Yeah, we are not going to stay in Ohio. That's not going to happen.
It's okay. Well,
I mean, where are you going to go?
Well, I can say this. If y'all did disappear, I'll probably need like a 10-minute hug from you because I probably won't see you ever again the rest of my life. So, hey,
I mean,
there you go.
You could disappear and still do the podcast.
I know.
That's valid. I can still, yeah.
But then again, I still won't see my part of the show, my presence, nothing until Christmas. So, hey.
I would buy a lot of land laid back in the woods somewhere. Or buy an island. Just pick up a vacate.
Okay, buy an island. All right. Island's not bad.
You can get some islands pretty cheap. You got Powerball money? And I mean, that's not going to be much of that money. And then I'll invest it in something that makes money.
I know this.
Buy a portion of some sort of like sports team or something like that just kind of prints money.
I could say this. Two places I would not move would be California and New York. I would not do that.
I mean, yeah.
I would not
do
that.
There's not enough money to get me to move to California or New York.
In the two places,
it's not going to happen.
I was about to visit New York, but it's still expensive to visit New York just for like 3 days.
Like you were going to go to New York City?
I just wanted to visit, see it one time.
I ain't going to New York City.
I wanted to visit it, but then you got to think the hotel room itself was like 3 nights was like $500-$600. Then food expensive and everything. That's like that's like going to Vegas for a day.
Panther says he'd buy an apartment, maybe invest in a business, or maybe like a landlord. So like I've looked at like multi-family units, like apartments and stuff. It's just a lot to like. You gotta like do a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot. Like there's not like there's a lot of work to be done. You got to do maintenance. You got a lot of problems dealing. Unless you like have a maintenance company handle it, you just have a property management manage your properties, and you just own it, and you just collect revenue off of that. Otherwise, there's a lot of like shit to do. And if I win $400 million, well, I don't want to have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I do is going to be like a conscious decision of I'm doing the thing I want to do.
Okay.
If you win $400 million, can I get a pizza? Yes. Yeah. Like, dude, here, you go sit down.
Hey.
Wow.
Pizza. Him and pizza.
Yeah. He can get pizza, I guess.
Just give him a franchise of Little Caesar and he'll be fine.
Little Caesars has some of the best pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what anybody says. People love you gotta go to this local spot. I'm not giving anyone $32 for a medium pepperoni pizza because it's a local spot.
Hey.
Oh, it's better. It's home. No, it's not. No, it's not. Your local spots are going and getting their dough from Costco. They're getting their sauce from GFS. It's not their grandma's recipe. It's a lie. Panda says buy 10 more Mark and have a Mark the Monster family show. I mean, if Stan ever gets out of the joint, yes, Stan.
I
think he's doing a nickel upstate.
If there's 10 Marks running around, I'll probably like throw my resignation. Like, you got.
You don't want to do it 10 Marks?
I'll just say find somebody new. Sorry, gotta go.
Oh, dang. Your sister says, yeah, I can second that. I will say, in her defense, your interactions with Mark are limited to the show.
Yeah, I can say that.
She has to interact with Mark whenever we're not doing the show.
See? So she understands why I said I would have to throw my resignation if there was 10.
You know what, man? Just a Mark show would be good.
Yeah. Hold on, girl. Yeah, I know about that one girl. Yeah. It's okay. Okay.
So, you don't think Bischoff's bitter? I think there's some bitterness, and I also think Bischoff wants to keep getting paychecks from WWE from time to time, so he's gonna shit on AEW. That's my opinion.
Okay. Hey, bitch, I'll just be in bitch. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't watch that clip of him and Bully Ray. I didn't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it. I figured it was gonna make me mad if I watched it, so I didn't watch it.
No. Okay. All right. Well, when you're in the right state of mind frame, just watch it. But
well, what was it? What was it? I know there was something where Bubba asked him if he was bitter.
Mm-hmm. In the short term, he didn't say he was bitter. He just said basically like he's a genius and he just sees things in a different perspective than most people would see it. There we go.
I don't know, man. How much do you think Eric Bischoff's negative opinion of AEW, Vince Russo's negative opinion of AEW, and Bubba Ray Dudley's oddly negative but occasionally positive opinion of AEW. How much do you think that impacts the overall pro wrestling fan base's opinion of AEW?
I don't think it does because people still watch it. But I would just say this.
But ratings are declining.
Yeah,
and again, I always say ratings aren't the end-all, be-all, because if ratings truly mattered, Raw wouldn't be going to Netflix. Mm-hmm. But there's a decline. Yeah, I've seen that someone asked Bischoff when he thinks Dynamite will be under 500,000 viewers on a Wednesday night, and he said probably like mid-April.
April, yeah.
So, I mean, something's influencing people to not tune in to Dynamite as they once did. And we consistently watch Dynamite and are very happy with the show.
How would I say this? We are now dealing in sports season, y'all. You know, NBA football. Wednesday nights. It went Sunday through Thursday. Sports. People would rather tune in and see the Cavs than Mox.
Huh.
Think of it like that.
So this is how much of not a sports fan I am. I wasn't even aware it was basketball season.
Yeah, football and basketball season. That's why you gotta think about it. Sunday through Thursday, sports.
Wait, so football and basketball happen at the same time all the time?
Yeah.
Shit, you had no idea.
That's why I said Sunday. No, that's why I said Saturday. It was a bad timing for Collision to be on because college football.
Saturday was a bad day for Collision, and clearly you were right.
That's what I said. College football is gonna be on. Big Ten. That's what the main thing about Saturday was.
I seen a post. I can't remember what group thing it was, but it was kind of just taking a shot at saying Dynamite's boring, and I'm gonna take a look at the card. We're gonna bounce around a little bit. We'll circle back. We'll talk a little bit about Raw. Even though everyone's hyped about all the things that happen on Raw, I don't personally think anything spectacular happened on Raw.
I can say this for me. After watching Raw Monday, I'm going to say all the rest of the shows got a lot of things to pick up on because Raw was really good.
You think Raw was really good? Like, really, really good?
I mean, there's a lot of shocking moments in there that I was expecting. You would think.
Yeah, let's talk about Raw. Yeah. So, let's talk about Raw. We'll circle back to Dynamite. We got to hit the Dynamite preview anyway, so we'll get Dynamite this time. Let's talk about Raw. So,
they had a lot of shocking moments on there.
Got the follow-up show to Survivor Series. Stuff to unpack. Mm-hmm. Show kicks off with CM Punk.
Yeah.
Points at the imaginary WrestleMania sign.
Mm-hmm.
Talks about how he wants to go on to main event mania, just like we talked about. And he talks about how he's got a favor or two he can call in. And then he talks about winning the Rumble.
I saw that too.
Well, and then he talked about winning the Elimination Chamber. If you win the Rumble, you don't got to call in a favor. You go on to compete for a title at WrestleMania. Same goes if you win the Elimination Chamber. Then, so like that kind of didn't make any sense. It seemed like he was just giving us multiple layers of possible foreshadowing, because if you lay out 17 different paths a story could take, if it takes one of 17, everyone can talk about how WWE does long-term storytelling and look at the fantastic job they've done. As if that's what the thought process is. If you have a million options and you pick one of the options, I guess you really narrowed your odds down by having a million options. Yeah. Seth comes out.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins being the biggest CM Punk hater might be his best character work.
See, I told you, I knew it. Since referee got injured, I knew they were gonna speed it up. They were gonna speed it up.
I had one thing that I simultaneously liked and disliked. The brawl that ensued between them. I liked that it wasn't your traditional wrestling brawl. I hated the shitty punches CM Punk threw.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great.
I mean, here's the thing. I've said this before, and I bet I'm going to say it a lot more times. CM Punk can't fight.
Nah, he did go down kind of.
We know he can't fight because we've seen him try to fight. Whenever he said he was just going to shoot in for a double leg on Hangman Adam Page. I said, well, that's a lie because CM Punk can't shoot in for a double leg. It's just not athletic in that way. But the punches that he threw, let's see, where are they at? We won't do the audio. Okay. No, if I do the audio, that'll be a problem. Where are these punches at? These punches are somewhere.
Yeah. Audio.
Don't French. On my birthday. Wait, let me tell you something.
Okay.
If I go to wrestling, I'll stay.
No, you don't go stay.
So you gotta spray me.
Oh, girl.
You gotta spray me.
Yeah, you sprayed fine, girl.
No, you gotta spray myself, but
This was just silly. In a situation where you're trying to present some realness in pro wrestling, why not just fight?
Yeah, fight. They can fight.
Don't
Right?
Don't flush.
It does kind of suck that it came after Karrion Kross saying that Bobby Lashley wanted them to just get into a fist fight.
That's good. I believe that.
Well, yeah, but I think that kind of motivated the idea of doing this with Punk and Rollins was Karrion Kross saying that Bobby Lashley wanted to do that with them and being concerned like, well, if nobody breaks up the fight, then what? Which is kind of a funny thing to even consider. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. So what do you think the situation is for us getting Punk and Rollins? Punk says now Rollins has nothing that he wants. Are we gonna see Seth Rollins dethrone Gunther?
I say it's going to get added to Saturday main event. Seth and Punk.
Do they set up a match for Gunther for Saturday night's main event? Because Gunther's full-fledged face turn now.
Him and Finn at
Saturday. Him and Finn. So Gunther's going to be babyface, like I told you on Monday, and you told me I was wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Full speed ahead, babyface Gunther is what we're getting.
Yes. From what the plan is, somewhere by or after WrestleMania, he'll be a babyface.
Yeah. I thought the opening segment was pretty good. Seems to be a little controversy, though. You said the bell rang at 8:28. Seemingly, I was behind. I had the bell ringing at 8:31. Now, as I check my notes, my very professional noteboard right here, Joe, you happen to pick 8:28. Now, I had our research team look into this, which is your sister. I don't remember. She went to ProWrestlingTorch.com and they had bell time of 8:29.
Damn.
Which, I'm going to be honest with you, I had no idea any website kept track of first bell times.
I never did either.
Man, I had no idea. Now, you and her could hash that out why she felt the need to fact check you.
I have no idea why she thought that was necessary, but she won 100%. Like I thought, I said, "Oh man, apparently we were." I was behind at 8:31.
See if it's wiggly or not.
I said, Joe said it was 8:28. She goes, "What time did he pick?" He picked 8:28. She goes, "Oh, that's convenient." And then like 3 minutes later, she comes in and she goes, "According to ProWrestlingTorch.com, they have everything that happened laid out with timestamps, and the bell rang at 8:29."
That's really a site.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of Pro Wrestling Torch. I just didn't know they broke everything down with timestamps, which is good to know for future things that we have to look up. Oh, she said only some things, but she said it breaks the show down of when the bell rang for.
Okay.
They have like word for word promo, like so they give them that. But yeah, Raw opened up well, so Joe, you got to try again next week. And now we have a way to fact check our time, so that's good. So we are now appointing for when the bell tolls, fact checking is now Mindy's responsibility as part of the show.
You know what? Wait till I see.
She just go for Mark. Mark can't do that. He has too many other responsibilities.
You know what? You know what?
Stan was HR. Stan's in jail.
You know what? I hope she hears me. Next time I see her, I'm going to kick her in the butt, make sure she flies far away.
Wow. Yeah, it's true. She said she was still going to have me bring you all your stuff anyway. But she didn't want you to have a right. She didn't want you to be able to claim victory whenever you didn't have it. Really, the benefit for everyone is for Mindy to pick the right time. Because if Mindy picks the right time, everyone gets something.
Mm-hmm.
She said next time you lie about the time, you pick the time she said. Everyone knows I'm not going to fact check, so.
Hey, I heard the bell. I looked at it. I like, 8:28. Boom. Bam. I heard it.
I guess we would be missed to talk about Raw and not talk about the New Day segment.
Clean teeth.
I want to jump ahead from the New Day segment, though, real quick.
Okay.
Drew McIntyre's return seemingly was rushed because Bronson Reed got injured. But, boy, what a good spot to bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Rollins-Sammy match was good, and to have McIntyre show up at the end, good way to do it.
Yeah, that was a good way.
Now let's talk about the New Day, Joe.
I'm going to say this. This is why I said Raw was good, because they did a big 360 on everybody. A really big 360.
Yeah, it's fun all the way. Like, that's not how I've seen it going at all. Panther's right. All the things about Big E's girlfriend just going online talking mad shit about Kofi and Woods.
That was good. I ain't gonna lie.
I seen something. I don't know if she really shared the thing, like making fun of Kofi's bird chest. I don't know if that was legit or not.
That was legit. Legit.
Talking about Woods eating plain ass food.
And then what was it?
Woods would have liked the Thanksgiving dinner I ate.
We got that girl. Got 15 minutes.
She getting ready for wrestling?
Yeah.
Have you told her yet that she's not going to go do professional wrestling?
I told her, but she's still in the mood that
Did you show her some collegiate wrestling? I've sent you enough clips of collegiate wrestling recently.
I showed her, and she's like, "What is that?" I said, "It's wrestling." She's like, "Is that what I'm going to be doing?" I said, "Yeah, but that's not wrestling, Daddy." I'm like, "It's the beginner stage, girl. The beginner stage."
Yeah, I tell you, that's amateur wrestling.
Yeah, beginner.
She's got her mean face going.
See?
She's looking tough.
She's ready. Okay, here we go. First, we're going to start with Panther. He's going to be your first victim. Give him. He's going to that rookie level. And now, you see him? That's like the mastermind. That's just the big guy. He's your main target. So I'm giving the best mean face, girl. When you're ready for him, that's when you go into training mode. He's going to train you well and take care of you, okay? Yeah, see? There you go. Look at him. Keep on. Give him.
I'm not going to lie. I give CM Punk a lot of shit for not being able to shoot him with a double leg, but I ain't got young knees either. I don't think I'm shooting him for a double. I'd be able to go collar elbow and work for some double underhooks and hucklebuck somebody, but man, I don't know. I'm not shooting in deep.
But yeah, she's gonna fight y'all with this.
Oh shoot.
Panther first, then only you. Okay, it's only fair. It's only fair, Panther. It's all love. Okay, think about it. 6-year-old. It's all love.
Joe's over here sending a 6-year-old out after the fans. This ain't the ECW arena, Joe.
I know, but it's all he's part of the crew now, so it's all fair. Okay, it's all fair.
Got the F-head nation. Joe, do you think Big E's making an in-ring return?
I don't think he is. I really don't think he is.
So,
but
I didn't think so after the segment. But then Tommaso Ciampa shared the picture of him going in for his, and said, I broke my neck and I came back.
Yeah.
And a couple other people shared it. David Feldman, President CEO, BKFC. Check us out live on Instagram. Big BKFC event coming up in Philly.
Yeah, I don't know. I really can't say if he hurt or not, but I think he is legit hurt. I think where that neck is, luckily he didn't really have to get surgery. It could get to the point if he did do one more bump, it could hurt or cause more pain.
But I mean, maybe he's good. Like, what if this is for Big E to return?
I mean, if it is, like everybody said, he probably gonna show up at the Rumble when they both in the ring. That's what the rumors is. It's not a rumor. It's what people want to see happen. But I would say this: I would rather Big E go back to his office job and sit down and do that.
Man, if he can physically do it, I think it would be weird for him to do that piece about his career's over. But I mean, pro wrestling, everything can be a work.
Mm-hmm. But I would say if that's the work, that's like the greatest work of all time. For like saying he cannot find the doctor's appointment, like in March, where he finds out he can wrestle again.
And that could be a work.
Yeah.
He could have already been cleared. It could all be a work.
Mm-hmm. But that was cool. Like I said, they said everything people say. It's not the same without Big E. Where Big E?
It was kind of rough. Like, it was rough in two ways. Like, it definitely worked to pull on the emotions, but then also it kind of wasn't put together great because it didn't really make sense. They came out to the ring to break up.
Mm-hmm.
But then because Big E said he would be there with them, they then are going to stay together because they don't want Big E in the group? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if they're going to say they're going to break up or turn heel, but he just came out when they said it. And then he just looked at all. They both looked at
it tugged at the emotions, but that doesn't mean it made sense.
Yeah.
And because it didn't make sense, I actually don't think it was a good segment.
I would say it's a good segment because they called him out on everything. How they felt, the fans felt that the New Day wouldn't be the New Day without Big E. Big E, I got injured, came back. You been to my family's house, da-da-da. They threw everything in there. But yet, you waited, what was it? Maybe like he could have came back a year just to be the manager after he got done with the whole first treatment, whatever. He could have went back then and being the manager. He didn't do it.
Panther makes an okay point that they were hating each other, but they think everything happened because of Big E. But couldn't they have recognized that feeling before he came out there? Like,
they could have.
They came out to the ring as if they were gonna just break up the New Day. No part of suspending my disbelief would make me think Big E was in the arena and they didn't have a conversation before the celebration.
That's true.
And a big thing of wrestling is I have to be able to suspend my disbelief so I can get worked. Big E would have clearly talked to Woods and Kofi when he showed up at the arena.
Mhm.
Clearly that would have happened. So they wouldn't have come to the ring, we're going to break up. Wait, you know what? E has shown up like we ain't seen him all day. Ideally, wouldn't they have come to the ring, destroyed the whole 10-year celebration to provoke Big E to come out? Like, what are you guys doing? And they'd be like, we're not getting along because you decided you didn't want to be here for the past year.
That would make sense.
That kind of would have been the way I would have done it.
Yeah.
Because saying, you know what, we're not getting along, we're going to break up, Big E comes out, you know what, we don't like you, so we're going to stay together. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but it was nice seeing all the little memorable moments they had in the ring. But
So Panther said it's like instead of being with us, you decide to go on in your life.
that's true.
But that also works on the flip side. Big E could have played the angle of, I'm out hurt and you guys are just carrying on like you're the New Day. You tried to replace me with another big black dude. How mad would you be if you lost your voice and I just found another tall black dude to do the show with me?
I'll be mad. I'll be
See?
mad.
Yeah. And they tried to replace E with Odyssey Jones.
Yeah, I'll be mad. Then I'd be like, well, you can't say white sister.
Try it. Try.
That's good.
Now,
Go, y'all.
real quick, before you go,
Uh-huh.
Dynamite. I seen a post, someone saying Dynamite's boring.
Okay.
Tonight on Dynamite, we have Brody King versus Claudio in the Continental Classic. We have Shelton Benjamin versus Kyle Fletcher in the Continental Classic. And then we have the main event of Jay White versus Pac. What part of that could possibly be boring to anybody? That's a hell of a Dynamite.
Them 3 good matches right there. I would say, if I had to pick, I would pick Shelton versus Kyle Fletcher, best one of the night. Then Brody versus Claudio. Then Pat and Jay White. That's what I would do.
I think those 3 matches collectively are going. WWE's not going to put on a better match this week than those 3.
No.
Not even possible.
No. But I'll say that's the order I would pick as it'd be great matches.
One question for you tonight: who does Mox attack?
Okay.
That's a new game for Wednesdays. Who does Mox attack tonight?
He's gonna attack. Who is close to Darby? Oh. Orange Cassidy's one friend. Harry Tech Brian. Nah. I don't know. That's a good question. Who does Mox attack?
I think he's gonna attack Jay White. That's my pick. I think they close the show with a Jay White beatdown.
No, Kristen.
Ooh.
Kristen.
Mox gonna attack Christian?
His son. What's his son's name?
Caden.
Not Caden. Yeah,
I can't think of what that kid's name is.
They're gonna attack him first to get into Kristen's head that don't cash in that contract on me. And they're going to start taking every single member out of his group.
Dick Wayne, that's that kid's name.
Thank you.
I want to say Tyler Wayne, and I knew that wasn't it.
Daddy, wait, every time when you want to drink, you got to put the top thing right here.
I can see Mox attacking Christian would be good TV.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would say.
I still think you have Christian cash in on Jericho instead.
I don't want that. That'd be cute. Well, it doesn't say what's contract or belt. It can be.
If he cashes in on Jericho, you can have Edge and Christian feud over the Ring of Honor World Title. That gets you your ROH TV deal right there.
It does.
With and everyone, thank you for joining us on a Wednesday. Joe is off to wrestling practice.
All right.
Stay off the match, Joe. Don't be that dad.
I will. All right. before we go, tell everybody what's about to happen tonight. Tell them what's about to happen.
I love that. I love that her pantomime for wrestling is throwing punches.
Yeah, what we about to do? We're about to do one more time before we leave. Remember, you're going to go at the Panther first, then him. Rookie, then the main event right there.
She definitely has the angry face down, Joe. You're going to have fun tonight. Thank you, everyone. Check us out live on Instagram. Got live on Instagram. You're on YouTube, Spotify. That means I remember to upload it. So thank you for checking us out there. We will be back later on this week. Enjoy Dynamite. I have a feeling the match quality is going to surpass WWE. But hey, that's just me.
That's it.
We're out.
Got it.